So we're going to talk about how to use compound paths as clipping paths. And to begin that demonstration, we need to, first of all, make sure we know how to create compound paths and sort of understand what they are. Now, you'll remember at the very beginning of this series, I showed this example and said, we have this single, in this case, rasterized image, and then we're going to use a compound path to put it, put over top of it, and then use that as our clipping path. And what a compound path is just more than one path, meaning it is a couple of shapes, or it could be many shapes. So in order to make one, right now we have just these, I'm just going to use these two stars here that are just duplicates of each other. And you'll see in layers, they are separate from each other. If I select both of them and I go to Object and then down to Compound Path and then say Make, or the keyboard shortcut for this is Control or Command 8, then doesn't really look like anything has happened here on the artboard itself, but if you look back in layers, you'll see this is now called compound path. And the little icon is difficult to see there, but it shows both of those shapes inside of there. So with them being a compound path, if I do something like apply a fill, it will apply to both of them. Now another example of that would be, so here we have side-by-side shapes. We can do some nested shapes. And in this case, when I'm just going to do Command 8 to make that into a compound path. But again, I could go to Object, Compound Path, Make. Now there's my compound path, and in this case, it looks like just a donut shape. So I'm going to fill that with black, get rid of that white stroke on there. And so it has this hollow center, right? And so yeah, that's a nested shape example. So from there, we will use, as a next step, use some compound paths to create clipping masks.